Hey, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Shootout407 here today, back with another NHL 21 video. Today we are going to be doing just a normal GM mode challenge. We haven't done that in a little bit, so I figure, why not switch it up and do instead of doing a pack opening today, we'll do a GM mode challenge. Same rules. We're gonna have I'm gonna take the first four picks. I get one free agent signing, and I get one trade. I'm going to randomize the teams right now. As you can see, we are the Philadelphia Flyers. I'm going to do three randomized, see where we land. Hopefully it's something good because, the farther we fall, the worse players we get. But we're going to get the 30th pick. That is not too good. Obviously, we're not too happy about that. But we're going to see what we can get. At least on the bright side, we'll get two quick picks. So we'll have two, semi-decent overall picks. But we get Bergeron up there. I mean, he'll be a good first line center. I think I'm gonna go with Stamkos. Bergeron's a little older. I mean, his value might decline if I take Bergeron because he's 35, and who knows what he'll end up as. We get another back-to-back pick, so I guess it's not terrible that we got the last pick, but we're also missing out a lot. I don't think I'm gonna take a goalie for my picks. I think I'm just gonna go with maybe a center. I'm gonna take a defenseman now. Maybe a right winger to go along with Stamkos, and then and I'm gonna have to see what's there at the end of that. But you can see there's a lot of 85s that are being taken off the board. I don't know why people skip over all these guys because I mean they're still pretty good. But I think I'm gonna go. There's a ton of defensemen left on the board. They're all old though, so I think I might go with man, Johnny Tays has so much cap hit. I let the cap on, so I think I'd have to kind of be smart about it. I think I'm gonna go with David Perron, just to have someone that can play well with Steven Stamkos, and hopefully there's still like maybe another top defenseman on the board, so we'll get two solid players. So it's gonna be our last pick. There's still Shea Weber, Bufflin. I'm gonna go with I really don't like the older guy. I think I'm gonna go with OEL. I like OEL. He's a solid defenseman. I mean, his cap's a little bit high, but it is what it is. So we got two solid defensemen, two solid forwards. So we're gonna, I'm gonna have the computer simulate the rest of the draft, and I will catch up with you guys when we are editing our lines. Alright guys, so this is what we're looking like. It does not look like the computer helped us out too much. Obviously, we took David Perron and Stamkos, but after that, I don't know who they even took because we have Kyler Yamamoto going on the first line. He's only an 82 overall. That's pretty bad. We got Jack Roslovic. I mean, I don't even know who he is. We got Kyle Turris going the second line center. Sam Steele. We got Sonny Milano, Scott Lawton. A bunch of no names basically. Adam Ernie, I'm assuming his name is. Like it's a big drop off from the first line to the second line. So I don't know how this team is going to do on offense. On defense, it's not as bad, but it's still not great. I mean, we got OEL and Eric Carlson. Those are two solid first line defensemen. Then we got Tony DeAngelo and Danny DeKaiser. So those aren't too bad of a second line pair. And then after that, it gets really bad. We got Thomas Harley and Mario Ferraro. I don't even know who these guys are. And then in between the pipes, it's not too bad. We got Saros and Kakin, and I don't even know who that is. Alright, here we go. We're going to simulate 2 months, and then I'll probably skip ahead. First game's an overtime loss. We got Parise, though, so I'm going to go throw him in the lineup. I did sign him, but sadly, I didn't sign him until I already started the season, so we're off to a not as bad of a start as I thought. We have Saros right now in between the pipes, so I don't know if I showed you guys that. So we might have to make a trade for a goalie. However, there's a lot of other places that definitely need help. So I mean, right now we're not off to too bad of a start. I mean, we're 3-3-1, 4-3-1. So that's not too bad of a start. We got what 9 points right now. We're gonna go add Parise to the line. Alright, here we go. We're going to finish simulating our 2 months. I've added Zach Parise to the lineup. Whether that makes us better or worse, I don't really know, to be honest. But we get a win off the start. 4-3 loss. All the games we're playing at least are they're pretty close. I mean, we went 3-2 there. We're not blowing teams out of the water. We get a 1-0 shootout loss there. But we haven't lost a game by like more than 2 goals, I don't think, in a while. I mean, we lose by 2 goals there, of course, but we're 6, 7, and 2, so we're kind of starting to fall apart towards the end of this month. But we bounce back with a win, 7, 7, and 2. Yeah, I don't know. I can't blame Soros. I don't think because I mean, he's letting up 1 goal, 2 goals, 3 goals. I mean, there's seven, but I don't even know if he was in between the pipes for that one. But yeah, so far I don't think that we're gonna make the playoffs at this point. We're gonna have to make like a huge blockbuster trade or something to get us back in this line in the playoff pool. But we might have to make the trade earlier, or sooner rather than later, because I mean, if we wait too long, we might already be out of the playoffs at that point. But we're gonna see what we're looking like coming up on the end of this month. I simulated all the way to the Penguins, so it looks like we're gonna finish 10, 12, and 2. I think I'm gonna go look for a trade now. We're not trading Danny to Kaiser, but I'm gonna go look for a trade now, and I'll update you guys when I think I see something that I like. Alright, so we added a huge piece that may or may not help the team a lot more. So we added William Karlsson. We just gave up a first round pick for him because I mean I had it. I'm not going to use it. I figured why not. We also had to give away Danny to Kaiser. I honestly don't even remember who we got for him. Probably one of the, I think Kepney it was. So we get a little bit better on defense. I mean, it was kind of just a wash for Danny to Kaiser. But I mean, our defense, our line chemistry on defense is pretty good. So I don't know, I'm feeling a lot better about this. I mean, we didn't really do much on defense, but we definitely got a lot better on offense. So we're not going to be or we're not going to be trading for a goalie. So I guess, our goal. I mean, he hasn't been playing too bad. So we're going to run with Saros. I mean, he's an 84 overall. It's not like we need him. We're going to sim up to let's sim to the end of this month, sim to the end of January, and see where we end up. Hopefully, we're in a playoff spot up to this point. We're off to a hot start. We're 5-2, coming up to 11, 12-2. Skip that one. See if we got to keep the wins rolling though. We can't afford to. That would have been nice, Anders Lee. I'd probably if I could add 2 trades, I might have done that just to have a solid second line too. I remember we're a little weak on the right side, but we're 2-1 loss, 4-2 win, so we're definitely turning it around a little bit. We got a big game versus Calgary. Uh, Boston had William Karlsson, and Boston had a lot of good players, and I don't know how they were so good, but they were 17, 7-2, so I was a little surprised that they made the trade. I guess they figured, I mean, they're getting a first round pick for it, so why not? And we were not looking like we were going in a good direction. I mean, we're still on the shaky side. We're going on a lot of win streaks, and some losing streaks. But I mean, we're at least fighting for a playoff spot. We could lose 5-2 there. Not too worried about a couple of losses here and there. But if we can we got to string together a few wins and a few less losses, just so we can, sort of stay in the fight. I mean, I'll take a shootout loss as long as it's not a straight loss like that Carolina game. We get a nice 4-2 win versus Calgary. Coming up with St. Louis. Can we get a win? 4-1, 5-4. So, like I said, I guess we're a very streaky team. We're seventh right now in our division, but now we're fifth. So it's really tight race in our division. We gotta win our divisional games though. So we're gonna get 2-1 versus Minnesota. We got Boston here, and we lose 7-0. That is not a good loss. That's probably our worst loss of the year. Let's see who we can finish off with. So we're coming towards the end of our simulation for at least this month, and I'll catch up with you guys probably around the trade deadline. But we're 24, 21, and 3, 25, 22, 3, 2-1, 2-1 loss. Like I said, we got to win those divisional games. Those are going to be the difference makers. But let's check on our team, see who's the best point producer, and then I'll catch up with you guys at the trade deadline. 25, 23, and 3. Not too bad yet. It could get ugly. It could get good. It could get good. But I don't know. We'll see. We got Stamkos with 50 points. He's doing really good. Erik Karlsson with 39. He's definitely leading the team. He's minus 10, though. That's not great. But, I mean, he's looking really good with the points. We got David Perron with 36. We're kind of falling off. I mean, Karlsson with 34. This isn't horrible. OEL, I mean, a lot of those points aren't even with us, probably, to be honest. But we got OEL with 32. Kyler Yamamoto with 28. Tony DeAngelo. Zach Parise not doing too great. I mean, he's not doing horrible, but we definitely need more from him. Let's see if there's any people that surprise us. Kepney with 12. So no one that's like none of our top guys that are at least just not doing anything. Let's check our goalies, see how they're doing. We got Saros, who's 19, 15, and 3. And then Capo Kakinen, I don't even know how to say his last name. He's 6-8. He's pretty bad. 89 save percentage. It sucks that he's so bad because we might be doing a little bit better. I might just have to have the computer not switch the goalie so we can just ride Soros to the end. But I don't know. We're gonna have to see what we're looking like when it comes to the trade deadline, to be honest. But so I'm gonna sim up to the trade deadline and then I'll catch up with you guys there. All right, guys. So there's good news, bad news, however you want to take it. The good news is we have 73 points. One win puts us in third place for the division, and that is the playoffs. Bad news is we are not in the wild card spot, and the wild card spot is also 73 points for the second wild card spot. So, we have 16 games left. It could go either way. We got Steven Stamkos still leading the team with 62 points, but this could either go good or it could go very bad very quickly. We're gonna sim for the rest of the month. We got about 16 games left. We're gonna see if we can make the playoffs. Like I said, we only need a few wins just to put us over the hump to get into the playoffs. We definitely got to win those divisional games. Unlike that, we go down 6-4 to Washington, a 4-3 shootout loss to the Islanders. We got to start winning some games if we want to see the playoffs. We're still in fifth place, so the one win does put us in third place. Like I said, we got to win those divisional games. We just can't do it. We're going on a losing streak. We are starting to slide down the standings. Good news is we get a win there. We got to beat Montreal. They're a good team. We absolutely demolished them. 8-1 win. That's huge. And we had 3-2 win against Chicago. So we got a ton of divisional games coming up, and we're in a little bit of a winning streak. If we win maybe like three more games, if we go 3-2 on the way out, I think we'll be all right. We're in third place right now, fourth place. So we're straggling right at the on the border of the playoffs. But we get a 5-3 win, 4-1 win. That should get us into the playoffs. I mean, if we win out, then we'll definitely make it. What are we finishing? We finish at 44, 32, and 6. So we got hot there at the end of the season. That is huge. Let's just simulate and see who we're playing here. Then I'll go look at our stats for the week or for the season, not for the week. So we get Carolina in the first round. That's gonna be a tough matchup. Obviously they got to be a good team if they made the playoffs. So let's just check our point leaders here for the season, and we'll just hop right into the playoffs. We got Steven Stamkos, 80 points in 82 games. That's not terrible. I mean, almost a point per game. We don't have anyone who was like really good, but like, over a point per game, 100-point person. But 68 points from Erik Karlsson. I'll take that any day of the week. 54 assists. So that's really good. We got OEL with 61 points. I was not expecting that out of him, but I mean, I'll take that any day of the week too. Perron, he put up a lot more points than I was expecting when I drafted him. He was 86 overall, so I'll take 60 points out of him. William Karlsson was a good addition, second line center. We definitely needed that. 55 points. Tony DeAngelo, I was definitely surprised about this. 53 points. Zach Parise, 49. I'll take all of these. Our team definitely once we traded for William Karlsson, it was definitely like a 180. We definitely made a deep push towards the end of the season, considering we were on the border of not even making the playoffs. But I mean, we're just gonna hop right into it. Our best is I believe we lost in the second round. We're just gonna have to simulate 3 games here. Hopefully, we can make it to the Stanley Cup. We're not gonna do it though in a 2-1 overtime loss, 2-0 loss. So we're not off to that great of a start. As long as we don't get swept. Come on, we can't get swept here. If we get swept here, then I completely just throw everything out the window. So okay, we get a 5-0 win. We're gonna take it one game at a time. See if we can come back from a 3-0 deficit. It does not look like we're gonna do that. So we are eliminated immediately in the first round. We did not show up for the playoffs. I don't know whose fault that was. I mean, our offense just completely ran dry. We got hot at the right time at the end of the season, and we got cold at the wrong time. Obviously we did not show up for the playoffs, which sucks. But I guess what are you gonna do? Let's take a look at our team stats here. Steven Stamkos didn't even lead the team. He had William Karlsson had 3 points, 2 goals, 1 assist. Karlsson 3 points. See, you don't see Stamkos 2 points in 5 games. He went silent, couldn't even score a goal. So I mean, yeah, I mean that'll say it all. I mean, in 5 games we only had one guy who had 2 goals. We couldn't even get above 3 points. But I mean, it sucks. What are you gonna do? Let's just take a look at Saros' stats. I don't think our backup did too hot at all. So, I mean, we're just going to completely disregard him. Saros, 37, 21, and 5. He definitely came back. His save percentage took a little bit of a hit throughout the season, but, you know, he was good enough to get us into the playoffs at least. Our backup goalie, if we did a second year of this, I'd definitely try to get a backup goalie because 7, 11, and 1, and 88 save percentage is absolutely horrible. But, I mean, you know, we lost in the first round, so it didn't even matter. But what are you going to do? But that's going to be the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed, do not forget to hit that subscribe button because we are at 21 subscribers. We are 4 subscribers away from giving away Nathan McKinnon. But that's going to be the end of this video, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And don't forget to always shoot your shot.